An Introduction to the Mental Game. I met Bobby Kingsbury on my first day as the mental skills coach for the Pittsburgh Pirates. I had been hired halfway through spring training of 2005, and there were only 2 weeks left in camp. So my first objective was simply to get to know as many major league and minor league players as I could before they left Florida to begin playing their respective seasons. The Pirates minor league field coach coordinator, Geoff, had been introducing me to coaches and players, and we shook hands with Bobby outside one of the batting cages. "Hey, when can I schedule some time with you?" he asked, as if he were ordering a sandwich or arranging to have his car detailed. Bobby had a cocky grin and an even cockier walk, but he had some substance to him as well. A native of Cleveland, he was selected in the 8th round of the 2002 draft at Fordham University in New York. He was equal parts sharp guy and wise guy, and I couldn't quite tell whether he'd picked up his New York swagger during his 3 years at Fordham or whether it was a personality trait that had drawn him to a school in the city. I only knew of one major league player who had gone to Fordham, Frankie Frisch, and I only knew that because he had been nicknamed the Fordham Flash. I asked Bobby if he had ever heard of Frisch as we sat down to start our conversation. "Who, the Flash?" Bobby said with a confident smirk. "Yeah, I've heard of him." I asked Bobby to give me a brief history of his career, which included some impressive accomplishments. He had just established career highs in doubles, 24, and home runs, 19, while contributing to a Hickory team that won the South Atlantic League Championship. He had also taken time out of his season to play for the Greek Olympic team at the 2004 Summer Games in Athens. Host countries are allowed to field a team in every sport without having to qualify, and because there was only one baseball field in Greece, and there were hardly any Greek nationals who even knew how to play the game, the Greek Olympic Committee allowed any American-born player of third-generation Greek heritage to be considered. Bobby had been one of the stars of the team. After getting some background, I asked him a simple question. "What can I do to help you?" Bobby's face changed from cocky to desperate, and his eyes softened from their piercing focus. His body slumped in his chair. "I know I can do better." My conversation that first day with Bobby Kingsbury is a perfect example of what I have found to be the hardest part of my job, the emotional highs and lows I end up experiencing with each and every player. Every baseball player dreams of making it to the big leagues, and while it isn't difficult to identify which players have the most physical talent in minor league games, every single player in uniform is holding on to the dream that someday it's going to happen. Someday, he'll get his 400 at-bats in a season and show everyone what he can do. This year, he'll stay injury-free and finally realize all his potential. One of these days, he'll turn the Rubik's Cube of his talent in exactly the right combination. All the colors will line up, and he'll be able to command his fastball on every pitch. Every player in the organization, from AAA to rookie ball, has his own dream. I have the honor and privilege of getting to share that dream with each of them. Even though I know most of their dreams won't come true, I can't help them if I don't believe that each of them will.